Hi, this is Kaery with Active Self-Protection Extra Channel and Kaery Concealed. And today we're going to do an ASPIC graduate interview with my friend Lora Thorson. So come on back and we'll ask her some questions.
Today's sponsor is Bond, a personal security platform and a very useful tool between everything is fine and calling 911. It's the I'm uncomfortable button that gives you and your loved ones instant on security agents so you're never alone. Bond agents engage and deter perps who want no witnesses. They have a 100% track record deterring crimes of opportunity because it's like installing a can of OC spray on your phone. It's for when you can't carry tools and for your loved ones who won't. Check out Bond's special ASP discount at the link below.
All right, I'm here with my friend Miss Lora Thorson, and she's a graduate of ASPIC cohort number 6. And I thought it'd be fun to ask her a couple of the graduate questions that we have. So, Ms. Lora, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and the type of teaching that you do?
Okay. Well, I'm an instructor with Defenders USA, and primarily I teach handgun fundamentals, so I'm dealing with a lot of newer shooters, and I love teaching newer shooters because they usually come as a clean slate. Some of them don't, but most of them do. And I find that it's a lot more rewarding to teach the newer students sometimes because they don't know what they don't know, and you get to have a lot of breakthroughs too. And that's fun.
Very true.
I love those breakthroughs.
Yeah, and that empowerment and confidence they often leave with is really cool to see.
Yeah, they come in a little bit scared or hesitant. They leave like, I can do this.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you work with Mr. Adam with Defenders USA. All right, so Ms. Lora, I know you have a podcast with Defenders. Tell us a little bit about that and where people can catch Defenders Live.
Sure. Well, Defenders Live is a live podcast that we air on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble, so you can catch us there. And the umbrella of what we talk about is all self-defense related, but we talk about a lot of different topics. It's not just gun stuff that we talk about.
So true.
We have a lot of different types of guests on there, and so I invite you to check that out. We have an episode, a new one, live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, and you allow people to comment while you guys are talking and that sort of thing. It's really cool.
We do a live Q&A at the end, so you guys can get involved, and I can see those comments in real time, so that makes it more fun.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we already talked about your favorite type of student. How about what led you to consider ASPIC, instructor cohort, or instructor certification with ASP, and then what are your 3 favorite things about your ASP experience?
You shouldn't ask me 2 questions.
Okay, I'll start with first. All right, so what led you to consider ASPIC? Good point.
Okay, well, I love what Active Self-Protection stands for. Integrity and all the skills and tools that we need to defend ourselves, and learning through reps, basically, the mental rehearsal.
Yes,
so learning from real life encounters, learning those lessons and having those in our mind before we go out in the world, I think that's so valuable.
Yes.
And so, but what ASPIC stands for is really important too. The staff that you guys have, the instructors, are all top notch, people of integrity, people with huge hearts. I mean, how could you not want to be a part of that, really?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good, I like that you said huge hearts, because that's so true. I mean, I think of Mr. Chris Bean. Oh, that guy's got a heart as bigger than he is even. Just, amazing people.
Right.
Okay, what are your 3 favorite things about your ASPIC experience?
Oh gosh, well, I think probably what I learned about myself. I learned some things about myself that I didn't expect.
Okay.
I appreciated the honesty of the feedback that we received, and it was given in a way that was kind.
Good.
And
that's good to hear.
Even the harsh stuff was still kind.
Yeah.
And
the stuff that's hard to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. But people that really have your best interests at heart need to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you can't grow unless they're honest. So that was really powerful. I really enjoyed the face-to-face meetup.
Yeah, the in-person, the 3-day in-person that we do.
That was the highlight of the entire program to me. And getting to be in the same room with everybody, meet them. It's totally different than on camera. So I think you guys should totally try it, because even just for the in-person, it's really special.
That the community that each cohort builds, it's interesting because each community is a little bit different and unique in its own way, but all of them meet the hope and the vision, and that is that when you are finished with ASPIC, first of all, you're part of the ASP family, right? While you're in cohort
like
afterward. Good. I'm glad to hear that, because that's truly what we want. And then we also want you to be able to have a group of people. You always have the cadre, right, to come back to, but we want you to have your own group of people. And you guys do such a great job of fostering that and building it and growing it. It's just really neat to see.
I've stayed in touch with almost everyone. I mean,
I love that. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, what's different about you or your teaching post-ASPIC?
Oh, wow. A lot. A lot has changed since I first started, and ASPIC has helped me learn how to adapt to my students. So not just teach this thing, list it out, here are my things I'm going to do. Instead, making it a conversation and a collaboration with the student.
It's a great way to say that.
Finding out what their goals are, where they would like to be, and then meeting them where they are is really important. I learned, how to do that better. And then getting them, like, it almost feels like now, like, I'm not doing the thing. They're doing the thing, and I get to witness it.
That's right.
Whereas before, I always felt like I was, like, micromanaging them into success, and you can't do that with a person. You can't do that.
Not for lasting change, and not for something they own.
Right.
I think it's awesome. You said that very well, because it's true. When students will be so thankful after a class, I'm like, oh, it's so wonderful, so great. But that's very kind of them to say.
Yeah.
But I would say very quickly, you did the work.
Right.
I got to watch it, but you're the one that did the work.
Right.
And it's true. One of the things we get asked a lot, well, how can you make a class, how can you individualize it to a student if they're all at different levels? It's a lot easier than people think it is once you know the keys to do it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Got a lot more tools in my toolbox.
Good. All right, what in your mind, what in your eyes are some essential qualities of an outstanding trainer?
Oh, wow.
Like, think of some of your trainers that you've had that you've learned a ton from.
I would say outstanding qualities of a good trainer is someone who's a good leader.
Okay.
Someone with integrity, someone who does the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing, no matter the consequences. Integrity is huge. Humble, someone who's humble, has humility, is really important, because we've all been, maybe we haven't all been, but a lot of us have been to those instructors. The reason that they're there is to show everyone how great they are. And you don't, that's not a good learning environment. And so I think humility is key. I think someone who, as Brian Hill would say, is an advocate for you.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I think I've turned into. I think I always wanted to be that for people, but I didn't know how to be that. And now I feel like I'm getting better at that. So being an advocate for people is really
I've been able to witness you doing that, and you truly are an advocate for your learners. Even on the podcast, you're an advocate for the person that you're interviewing, as well as the people that are listening. So,
thank you.
All right, so what is next for you in your instructor journey?
Well, I think I'm going to continue to teach in where I'm at. What do they say? Blossom where you're planted, or something like that.
And where are you planted?
I'm planted in Southwest Montana.
Southwest Montana.
Yeah, so I'm making change right where I'm planted, and one person at a time. And I can see that it's having a ripple effect, because they're bringing more people in.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, word of mouth is a wonderful thing. You know, that means you're doing good work.
Sure does.
So yeah, I'm doing that, and then I'm continue on with the show. I'm going to continue to grow it, and as much as I can. And whatever is in store with Adam and Defenders, I don't know the future. I'm just along.
He may not know the future.
Yeah,
because it all depends on the students you get and which direction it goes. But you guys are ready for anything.
Yeah.
You guys have a great team, and you're poised to take the U.S. by storm. So
we'll do our best.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, last question for you. Okay. What is something or an area of the training industry that you're excited about or looking forward to?
Will you ask that again?
Yep, I sure will. Good. I like how you said that. I'm happy to ask it again. What's something or an area of the training industry that you're excited about or looking forward to? Like, is there a class coming up you want to train, or is there something new going on that you're, maybe not new, but new to you, that you're aware of in the training industry that you're excited about?
Well, it's something I just experienced, but had never experienced before. I'd always wanted to take the inner game of shooting with Brian Hill. And that class was unlike any class I've ever taken before. And it was a performance class, so technically shooting was like it was just the thing we would just happen to be doing in the class.
For the other growth to happen.
I think if we were playing tennis or golf or any of whatever it was, it wouldn't have mattered. But it taught me a ton about myself, my weaknesses, and taught me from a performance standpoint how to get in that zone. To perform.
Yes.
And I've never been taught that before. And that was a game changer for me. That changed didn't just change my shooting game, that changed my mental game at home.
Wow.
I'm able to handle stress better in my work environment. I'm able to handle my kids better.
Sure.
It changed my frame of reference. And gave me some tools I didn't have before. So I'm excited to honestly promote that.
Absolutely.
I want everybody to get that. I want everyone to understand that you can learn to shoot a gun, but once you have the fundamentals down, the next thing is a mental game.
The mental game,
The mental
absolutely.
game is everything. And if you can never conquer or work on your mental game, you're never going to get to the next level, no matter what you're doing.
And it won't be as delightful and fun because you'll be trying so hard or working so hard.
And that's what I used to do is try harder, try harder, try harder.
Right.
And I'm learning that's not the way. There's a better way.
Amen.
There's a better
kind of
way.
like, God doesn't ask us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. Right. He's right there to do it with us, right? But we try to do it all the time ourselves. But when we rely on him, and that's good stuff. So you're in Montana.
Yes.
And you're a wife and a mom.
I am.
And you do a lot with horses.
I do a little bit. I used to do a ton with horses, but once you're a horse girl, you're always a horse girl.
I get it. And your hubby's a saddle maker and all kinds of other good stuff. Does he make holsters too?
He's dabbled in them, but no, it's not a business.
Okay. Very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, Miss Lora. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah. Thank you for everything, Kaery.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.